Hello everybody and welcome back to Time to Play. I'm your host Raven. We are back with Slay the Princess. Chapter 1. Again, I don't know how many.
On a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So, I have no idea what all the endings to this game are. So, I did quite possibly all the ones I can think of, so what else am I missing? Hang on, I keep getting texts.
You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Wait, what if I just leave?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your response. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh, wait, this is new.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
There's a giant
is
wall.
a cabin. And in the basement, you're here to slay her. She will lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't. Ignore him. He's just been. Let's keep an open.
I'm keeping an open mind.
The cabin interior is wrong.
Oh, what
A
the
confusing
fuck?
patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade. If he wants us to take. No, we're taking the. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You can't just listen to me. And if you're going. Nothing. Because you're going to pull yourself together.
Oh, jeez.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job. So you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a... You reach forward, and there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see. The door to the basement.
What the
revealing
fuck?
a web of branching staircases, all built from unidentifiable materials.
What the fuck?
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere.
What the fuck?
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
Oh,
If
what
the princess lives
fuck?
here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
No, thank you. Nope, I'm agreeing with the whole voice of the
I
hero.
don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels... We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is... And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Soft.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely, but the further you go, the deeper you sink in. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to sit slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity.
Are you okay?
Whoa!
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
So weird.
That was the trip. But
Oh!
time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. And why are we here again? In case you're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm. It's deception. Don't buy into it.
How strange. So, why are you here?
Whoa.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan! Let's see if we can make even more of her.
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
Wait a minute. Her arms are different. See, her arms... She has the non-chained one over the chained one. This one has both hands clasped. This one's like resting them like this.
It certainly looks that way.
So they're
please,
each
for the love of
different, like,
everything, stop
personalities.
asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
You can call me Princess, if you'd like. Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone.
Let's make more of her!
Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up,
I will devour you.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Oh, this one's talking now.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we?
Oh, this one.
There's no way out, and barely a way in. Are you looking for the truth? Or are you looking for the right answer?
Okay, this one's talking.
What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person?
Okay, this
I'm a
one's
prisoner
talking.
here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that. Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
if you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Okay, this one's depressed.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction.
Oh
it's
yeah, true.
infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree.
Yeah, I
There
don't
must be something
disagree
we can
either.
do. Ask this is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want.
I can't. These are obviously two separate answers, but
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to perish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like?
oh my god, it's so
What a
weird.
mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun.
Oh
How are
my
we supposed to have fun
god!
if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Ah!
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
We should help her. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Oh, the illusion of choice. When everything is possible, nothing is.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? I'm begging you, don't. It's different now. It feels... Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing. This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty and quiet here. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay, fragile vessel.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Don't know.
A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Oh, this is weird.
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, that's a spiritual vessel.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the
Okay,
end of
well,
that path is a cabin. And
that will be it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!